Hello, everybody. My name is George Cannon. I'm the president of the Muskegon Kiwanis. Our Muskegon Kiwanis Club has been around for over 110 years, and our mission is to serve area youth. This is our premier project of recognizing students from the 14 area high schools. 13 of them are here today. We fundraise. You might see us on the street corners in the fall asking for donations, and they go to things like this. We also support the Boys and Girls Club, Sportsmen for Youth, camp scholarships for kids to go to Camp Pendaluan, the children's hospitals in Michigan. Our organization is international organization, so it can be found in every state, every country, and I think I'm forgetting a few of the things that we also give to, but our mission is just to support the area youth, and we're always looking for opportunities to give in that direction. Well, I'd like everybody to stand and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I'd like you to keep standing. I'll have Kevin come up and give the invocation.
Shall we pray? Father in heaven, we thank you so much for these students and for their ability to persevere and to get to the point in life where they are today. We pray that you'll continue to be with them as they go forward in life and guide them and help them in all of the things that they have before them. We thank you for this food. We pray it'll provide strength and nourishment for our bodies. And we thank you again for us being able to host this event and recognize these students. In Jesus' name, amen.
David, would you like to come up and give a few words?
Thank you, George. My name is David Cummings, and I am one of the members of the Muskegon Kiwanis Club, and I've been working with the counselors and school staff over the past couple of months to help select a student from each school. Because a few of the students might be sitting here today thinking, what am I doing here? What's this all about? I didn't know anything about this. I didn't apply for this or anything. You're here today because the people at the table support you for every step of your journey through high school. And today we're here to celebrate the conclusion of that and to recognize you. And each one of you will have a chance to come up and speak. And if you'd like to speak, you're fine, but if you're not real good at the podium, there's no pressure today. No pressure to put you up here and make you speak or anything like that. That's what you brought your instructors for. So they will do a little introduction about you and tell a little bit about your story as long as you're comfortable with it. And then, so again, we're just here to recognize. This Kiwanis Club has been doing this for roughly 37 years, and we've given away a little over $100,000 in this program. So we're thrilled to have you here today to continue this program. But what we would like to do is get started with our ceremony this afternoon, and I want to introduce a gentleman that I met roughly 45 years ago.
I'm not 45 years old.
Oh, wait a minute. So I met this gentleman about 45 years ago when he started hanging around my house. Well, I had this older sister that he had a little bit of interest in, and as luck would have it, he ended up marrying my sister, so he's been my brother-in-law for roughly 45 years. I'm a member of this club because of this gentleman. He introduced me to this club when I moved to this community back in 2001. And I was looking for things to do, and he said, I've got an organization. He says, I think you'd enjoy, and I jumped on. So this gentleman is a past member of our club, in fact, a past president of the Muskegon Kiwanis Club, and been in our community for a long, long time, and I'm going to let him tell you a little bit more about that. But I'd like to introduce everyone, David Alexander.
Thank you, David. Dave Cummings is my wife's baby brother. So we've seen him grow up through the ages. You know how that all works in families. I am the Community Engagement Specialist for the City of Muskegon. And right now, I've already told my story, so Abby's going to come up here next and introduce the rest. Oh, no, I guess. I won't do that. However, we did sit at the Catholic Central table for a reason. My wife, Peg Alexander, has taught there for 41 years and is retiring in June. And so you'll see that I am also retiring from the City of Muskegon in June after 5 years. So we will be starting a new life here in Muskegon. We are not going anywhere. For 43 years, I've worked in downtown Muskegon. Of that, 8 of it was as downtown manager for the City of Muskegon and what was then called Downtown Muskegon now. And for 34 years, I was business editor and government reporter for Muskegon Chronicle and MLive. So I have told the story of this community's lives for a number of years. And that building down there is at the corner of Clay and 3rd, and is now the Astera Center for MCC and Muskegon Community College. I was president of this very, very good service organization, the Kiwanis Club, back in the 1990s. And let me just get a couple of things that I think may be in your packet, but let me just mention 2 tenets that are of the Kiwanis Club. And the 2 that I would point to is to provide practical means to form enduring friendships, to render altruistic service, and to build better communities. And I think that is what we do here, and that is what I have done in subsequent group that I've joined, which is the Muskegon Rotary Club, a little bit larger than this. We have 250 members. The Muskegon Rotary Club I will become president of in July of 2025. So that is very much on my retirement bucket list. So to get us going here, let me first leave you a message. First off, congratulations to the class of 2024. To the students, obviously, but then also very importantly to the parents and to the staff members that make this a very special time of year. My message to you students before you come up and receive your awards is to get involved. I've given you 2 examples of that, Rotary and Kiwanis, and there are thousands of other places that you can get involved. My hope for you is that you get off your phones, that you mingle with others, that you engage when you go off to either work, college, technical training, the military, wherever you are headed, mingle with others, because our communities need that. We need your strength, but then you need that also, because as much as I was part of MLive when it started here in this town, and I'm on this phone a lot, it's this engagement that we've had over this table right here that's going to make you stronger, it's going to make you a better person, and you're going to feel better about yourself. And that whole mental health thing that we've got going, my view is that technology has gotten in the way of personal relationships. So back in my table there, people versus machines. I'm a people guy. They'll know what that's about. The second tenet that I would list is to develop the precept and the example of more intelligent, aggressive, and serviceable citizenship. Students, you are citizens, and you are going to a new point in your life, and that is very special, and this club wants to honor that transition for you. Let me read from the inside cover of our program here, the Brogren-Christie Scholarship Awards. The Kiwanis Club of Muskegon created the Kiwanis Brogren-Christie Scholarship Award in 1986 to recognize noteworthy seniors from each of the 14 area high schools. In particular, we wish to recognize students that have overcome obstacles in their lives, who have gone on to have positive outcomes no matter the circumstances. Award's name recognizes two longstanding members of this Muskegon Kiwanis Club, Mr. Paul Brogren and Dr. Bob Christie. Paul, I knew both of them. They have both passed on since. Paul was a local insurance executive, and Dr. Christie was a noted Muskegon area dentist. And they loved kids. They loved what Kiwanis did for kids, and we honor them and their legacy here today. With that, I'm going to start reading off some names. I would like to have a student come up with the representative from their school. The representative from the school will provide a introduction of the student that we have, and then we'll present the award. And if the students would like to speak, you're welcome to. It is not a necessity. Like David said, we're here to have fun. We're here to be in a relaxed atmosphere, and there is no pressure. So with that, we're going to start with Ravenna High School and Jesse Ralston. Jesse, come on up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tia Filippelli. I'm the school counselor at Ravenna High School. Thank you to Kiwanis, the Kiwanis Club, for offering this for our students. It's an amazing opportunity, and thank you for lunch. Okay, it starts out heavy, but it gets better, I swear. And it's not very long. Okay, in January of 2022, one of our sophomores, Kerrigan Shull, died by suicide. Our whole school felt that loss, but a few students, felt it a great deal more than others. One of those students, Jesse Ralston, is here with me today, was one of Kerrigan's best friends. In the months following the loss, I would check in on specific students, and special, to make sure that they were all right, and I got to know Jesse very well. Jesse has known his share of heartache and loss over the years. With the loss of Kerrigan, a not-so-present father, and the recent passing of his grandmother, for whom he was very close to, you would think that he would be consumed by such tragedies. I'm so sorry. But he hasn't. He will be graduating this month in the top of his class with a 3.9 GPA. Top 10. He has been in the Allied Health and Health Science Academy programs at Muskegon Area Career Tech Center, was also a dually enrolled student at Muskegon Community College, and has accumulated over 18 college credits. He recently just completed his CNA program, and he is a registered CNA at the age of 18. And of course, his accomplishments amaze me, but it is him as a person that I absolutely love. He's funny, caring, hardworking, and really just a complete joy to be around. I know he is going to go off and do amazing things, just as he has done throughout high school, and I will miss his daily visits to the office, and I'm just going to miss him. So, Jesse Ralston.
Congratulations, Jesse. Here you go.
Oh, thanks, everyone. Thanks to the club. Thanks to Phil Pelly for speaking for me. I think that's it.
Very good. Thank you. Staff members, as you come up, I need to be closer to the mic sometimes too, but I usually have a loud voice, big mouth, however you want to describe that. We'll do pictures afterwards, so if anyone wants to do any pictures with the certificates or all, we will be, the Kiwanis Club members will be around. Our second is from Muskegon High School. It's Devon Pascal, and Devon was unable to make it with us today, but let's give him a round of applause. Oak Ridge High School, we have Mackenzie Reynolds. Mackenzie?
Well, we were told we were going number 11, and now we're up here as number 2. So I don't know if I was quite prepared for this, but My name is Jason McFoy. I'm principal at Oak Ridge High School, and I'm thrilled and honored to be here with Mackenzie Rennells, who is a senior with us. And as I listened to Dave explain what the purpose of this is, I'm like, wow, our counselors did an amazing job picking Mackenzie because she certainly fit the bill perfectly. Mackenzie was a freshman in the start of COVID and going back to school not only through a COVID year, but it was a brand new school for her. She made a transition to Oak Ridge her freshman year. Coming to us as a freshman and then going straight to online her freshman year was a major struggle. And she had a hard time getting any of the credit she needed to get going into high school. But now I stand with her. She came back to school her sophomore year and just took off and just started working really hard. She's earned all the credits necessary, and she's got a nearly perfect GPA now with us as a senior. So she's just killing it, and she's a star student all the way around. And talking to some of her teachers, the things I kept hearing over and over again are just perseverance, just amazing work ethic, great student all the way around, cares about her classmates, helps out constantly even when not asked, and just all the things that you would want as any teacher or certainly as a principal. So I wish I could clone her or we could keep her with us, but unfortunately she's leaving us for Aquinas College where she's going to be going in the fall. So let's give Mackenzie a huge round of applause.
You want to say a couple of words or not? No, you're good. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
I got one quick question in before she got away from us. She'll be studying psychology, is that it? Very good. Good luck to you. Next up is from Holton High School, Tyler Tyndall. Tyler?
Hello, I am Michelle McCormick, the school counselor at Holton High School. Where are you, Tyler? Okay. Thank you all for inviting us to join you today. I am honored to speak to you on behalf of one of Holton's outstanding students, Tyler Tyndall. I first met Tyler as a freshman 4 years ago. At the time, I was teaching English 9, and in a sea of teenagers, Tyler was a bright light in the crowd. He always had a smile on his face, and he would always stop to talk to me before leaving class. Visiting with him was a highlight every day. As an English teacher, I taught my students to use unique descriptive words in their speaking and writing. I told them to stay away from words overly used, common words like nice or stuff or good or neat. So excuse me, Tyler, for breaking my own rule. For lack of a better word, Tyler is simply a nice person. An honest to goodness, real, genuine, decent, nice human being, and I am better for having known him. Through the years, I have enjoyed watching Tyler grow and mature. He has always worked hard, academically speaking, and has always maintained a high GPA. During his years at Holton, he has attended the CTC's Hospitality and Food Management Program, where he and his team won the Pro Start Nutrition Competition in 2023. He has participated in band for 5 years, playing the trombone, and to top off his musical career, he was our drum major his senior year. He has also volunteered for the National Honor Society blood drives and packaged books for Africa through the 4-H National Congress Convention. That being said, life has not always been easy for Tyler personally. Tyler experienced a difficult relationship that has helped to shape him and has taught him to make different decisions for himself. Decisions about self-improvement and for striving to be a good man. He recently concluded years of counseling and has learned to believe in himself, to release stress and negativity from his life, and to let go of things that he cannot control. That all sounds very wise, Tyler. You have clearly grown and matured as a result of these challenging experiences. You have learned how to use these obstacles for good in your life. Tyler has amazing things in store for his future. He is planning on attending the Culinary Institute of Michigan through Baker College. After that, he wants to attend Ferris for a hospitality degree. His culinary dream is to create a restaurant that is able to prepare fresh meals that can cater to any allergy restrictions or dietary needs. Being gluten sensitive himself, he knows the importance of this. He wants all people to feel free and secure when they enter his establishment, and he wants to provide quality food and comfort to all. I have no doubt that he will do just this. Tyler will surely make his mark on the world, and it's wonderful to think of him doing it through the culinary arts. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Tyler Tyndall. Congratulations on this honor, Tyler. It is well deserved.
And then I just wanted to say thank you to the Kiwanis Club for the scholarship, and I can't wait to put your money to good use towards my career and to better myself through knowledge.
On Holton.
Oh, yeah, did she?
Thank you, guys. Yes, thank you.
I love restaurants. I've covered dozens, coming and going, restaurants in Muskegon County, and too bad I will not be a business editor to be around to cover the opening of his first. Our next up, from Whitehall High School, Becky Gomez. Becky?
Good afternoon. Thank you, Kiwanis Club, for the committee for giving us the opportunity today to recognize and celebrate some amazing young adults. My name is Carrie Goodrich. I'm a counselor at Whitehall High School, and I've worked with so many talented and inspiring young people in my 29 years. Our Kiwanis Brogren candidate this year is no exception. Becky is joined today by her grandparents. I have Becky Gomez standing next to me. Becky stands out in our school, mostly just because of her kindness, her wisdom, her willingness to learn and help others. She leads boldly, yet kindly. Grandma may have said she's stubborn, but she supports not only her peers, but also her teachers, our staff. She encourages all of us to be the best versions of ourselves. She loves those around her fiercely. She has learned from life and doesn't let anything hold her back. I am confident she's going to make an impact and be successful wherever her path may lead her, due to her genuine heart, her wisdom, and her ability to make those around her better simply by just being around her. Becky plans to attend Northern Michigan University to pursue a degree in art and design. Becky, I'm so proud of you, and just continue to let your light shine for others to see. Thank you for being part of my life, and thank you for being part of the Whitehall family. This is Becky Gomez.
Hi, and thank you to the Kiwanis Club. Sorry, whatever if I'm saying it wrong. Yes, thank you, and thank you to everybody and my grandparents and also everybody. Thank you. And I'm very excited to go to Northern and for my future and everything. And I'm very proud of all the things I've done at school and stuff.
Okay, it's always that reporter question, art and design, when we get up to Marquette for Becky. Our next up, from Western Michigan Christian, Autumn Alderink. Autumn?
Hello, everybody. My name is Megan Negretti, and I am a teacher at Western Michigan Christian High School. I've had the privilege of teaching Autumn for the last 4 years, and I am honored that I get to be the one here presenting her with this award. Over the last 4 years, I've got to watch Autumn grow and blossom into the young woman she is today. Freshman year, Autumn stepped onto our campus just this shy, sweet girl filled with all of the uncertainty and anxiousness that comes with starting a new year and a new school. She was coming into school where many of the students have known each other since preschool, but despite that, she put on a brave face and walked proudly through the halls, rolling backpack and all. I had to throw that in there for her. Autumn has always been incredibly bright, but like many of us here, did not escape the pressures and anxieties that high school brings. I watched as she pushed and fought through every one of the challenges life presented her with, coming out the other side stronger each time. By senior year, Autumn was stepping into her own and taking on leadership role after leadership role. She is both a senior officer for our student council and for our school's Earth Club. She plays doubles in tennis and has also participated in our school's theater programs. Next year, she will be attending the Michigan University with a focus on biochemistry. I could not be more proud of her accomplishments. Throughout Autumn's time at WMC, I've watched her grow in her personal relationship with God, and with that has grown in her confidence and identity as a bold woman of God. I am excited to see what Autumn will do with her future, and I cannot wait to see the plans God has for her. With that, I'm happy to help present Autumn the award this year.
Next up from North Muskegon High School, Ethan Bates. Ethan?
Hello, my name is Jen Schultz. I'm the middle school, high school principal at North Muskegon, and really excited to be here with Ethan. I was privileged to have Ethan as a student in 5th grade, and so to see him come full circle and to know his story as he graduates is really exciting. If you knew Ethan from the get-go at North Muskegon, that value here that you guys have about the golden rule, that is Ethan all the way through. He's always been that way. In August of 2021, Ethan was diagnosed with cancer and fought through it, chemotherapy, all of the nasty things that come along with that, and the side effects and missing school. I'm not gonna look at you, Mom. And beat it, went into remission. We all celebrated, and then 1 year later, relapsed, and it came back. And at a time when this kid could have thrown in the towel and been upset and angry and mad at the world for all of the things, he continued to do that face, that smile, and led us adults, taught us adults how to persevere, how to stay positive, how to have grit. I think it was the chemo cocktail called Red Devil. Is that what it was called? That he was on. If that tells you the side effects that he had, he'd show up to school, masked up, really sick, not feeling like it some days, laying on the floor in the office, but got through physics and algebra 2. And if you know the MMC graduation requirements, you know that's legit. So to see him persevere through all of that with this smile and just continue to be a kind student and to lead us just speaks to a fraction of the type of person that you are, Ethan. And we're so grateful that you are here to represent North Muskegon. We're so proud of you. So Ethan is going to carry on. He's going to go to MCC under the promise and get his associates in applied welding. And we know is going to continue to do great things with his career and post-secondary plans. But most importantly, we know that Ethan's going to continue to show up with that positive spirit and continue to have a lasting impact for all of us for years to come. So it's an incredible honor to present this award to Ethan Bates.
I didn't really plan on saying something, but if you're up there, if you're healthy enough, please donate blood, because I wouldn't be here without it.
We had a Speaker of the House. I'm a political guy. I covered politics in this town for probably 35 years. Speaker Boehner, and you know that he just sat there and it just started. I'm one of those, so you'll see me dabbing him all the time because these are some very special stories that we're hearing. From Muskegon Catholic Central High School, Abigail Lee.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you to everyone who put this on. We're super, super excited and honored to be able to accept this award. My name is Sherelle Ankra. I'm the Student Success Coordinator at Muskegon Catholic. 13 years in education. This is my first year at MCC. And what I can say so far about Abby is that she is a pillar and she is an example of perseverance. Life can sometimes give us obstacles that make it easy for us to give up, that make it easy for us to say, not today, that make it easy for us to stay home. And without telling too much of Abigail's personal business, I do want to commend her for constantly showing up, for constantly being accountable, for constantly keeping into account that there is greater beyond where you are, that God has a purpose for you, and that you step into that with full confidence and with full ability. She's a great leader. She's an inspiration to so many students and to so many staff. Just seeing her in the hallways, her meek personality and her sincerity has always stood out to me. And I know with 100% certainty that God has a plan for your life, and that the more you surrender to Him, the more you say yes to Him, the more you allow Him to be your leader and not your obstacles and not fear that's in front of you, the more that you allow faith to go before you, the more that you'll step into and blossom into just a beautiful young lady. I'm so proud of you for getting this, and I'm here to present to you all Abigail Lee.
I wasn't planning on saying something either, but if you're healthy enough, please spread awareness for epilepsy.
And again, something the reporter learned back at the table on lunch, she is going on to Grand Valley State University, undecided yet on her career direction. Next up, Tashawn Seals, Muskegon Heights Academy. Tashawn. Congratulations. Thank you. My name is Tashawn. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's going good.
Hello, everybody. My name is Justice Smith. I am College and Career Readiness Advisor at Muskegon Heights Public School Academy. I've just accepted this role in the last 2 months, but I've met Tyshawn. He is our valedictorian, and he is a pillar in the community as well. What I first realized about Tyshawn is that he's an advocate for himself and his students. Well, his student body, right? His peers. He's the person who will go to bat for everybody. He will debate with everybody about the curriculum. We're in Muskegon Heights, right? He's like, you guys are more worried about metal detectors than classes that we're taking. I don't know. Basically, he's just always been the person pushing the needle forward, and he doesn't want to let the hikes fall to the wayside. He was actually third place winner in the Law Day speech last year. He was considered doing it again, but he has other things going on like this, of course, right? He's been nominated for the Brightest and Best Student for Fox News. Yeah, so, and he's also, he is in CTC, he does hospitality and food. We would also like to thank his parents, mom and dad. Mom, she's a super supportive person. She will come into the school, she will get in your face if you need to. Her son is valedictorian, and you're not gonna play with his education, and I love him. But mom also is battling with congestive heart failure, but she's a super strong person, and we just wanted to thank her for always being so compassionate and such a helpful person for myself. So we want to give you some love. And now I'm introducing Tyshawn Seals.
Good afternoon, everybody. Speeches are much more intimidating when you can see everyone. Last time I didn't have glasses. So I want to start this off by saying thank you to Kiwanis and for the opportunity and for the scholarship. I plan on attending Western Michigan University at Frick. I already got accepted for psychology. I want to get my undergrad and master's, and I will go to Florida State University for my physics doctorate. That's it. I think.
No, you're fine.
Thank you. Thank everybody for this opportunity.
Go Tigers.
Thank you, guys.
Good job.
Now from Reese Puffer High School, Max Dibble. Max?
All right. Thank you to the Kiwanis Club for having us. I'm Mr. Cater, Cody Cater at Reese Puffer. This is Max Dibble. I'm his head football coach. So 2 years ago, I got the job, and I did ask Max if we can be an open book here. He said yes. So he's willing to share his story. 2 years ago, got the job, and Max was an expelled student at the time. He had made some decisions, and he was obviously off campus, and he was working at Duck Creek. He asked if he could be part of the football program. We wanted him to be able to get back into after a year away, get back into the programs, and I'm glad that he did, because our bond is going to be forever. He is a student who has turned things around. He's now an NHS student. He's getting ready to go off to Michigan State, where he wants to double major, and he is someone who is, I guess what you would say, is a pillar of ownership within our hallways. If you know Reese Puffer, and if you know anyone at Reese Puffer, they probably know Max. He's the life of the party. He wants to be someone who's an advocate for the rest of his student body. He wants to advocate for what he believes in, but he also wants to create relationships that last a lifetime. So I'm really excited, and we're honored to be able to be here, but the turnaround that Max Dibble has had has helped our community at Reese Puffer, and has helped our, our programs understand, what it means to be able to take complete ownership and be able to move in the right direction. So Max is always willing to say a few words, so we're going to hand over the mic to Max.
What's up, y'all? I just want to say thank you for the lunch, thank you for the award, and I hope as I go on to adulthood, I can replicate the generosity I was shown here today. Thank you.
Go Green.
Go Rockets.
Next up from Orchard View High School, Ryan Newland. Ryan.
Hello, I would like to introduce to you Ryan Newland. My name is Mrs. Lazar, Jessica Lazar, and I am the school counselor at Orchard View High School, one of two. Ryan Newland, this name that I was unfamiliar with as I began my first year at Orchard View High School. I had heard a story or two or three, maybe four, about all of who Ryan Newland makes up. Ryan Newland has overcome so many things just in his high school career alone, forgetting about all the things before. He has experienced what some students will maybe, hopefully, never experience. Ryan Newland, he had a brain tumor. He has a collapsed lung. Currently, there's a bar in his chest for his collapsed lung, keeping him alive. Soon, he will have surgery to remove that bar. His voice is a little bit different than others, different than his own original voice, as a result of the medical things he's experienced. Despite all this, regardless of all the things he has overcome with his medical history, Ryan Newland has had the perseverance, the personality, the determination to get back to school, to get to his classes, to his friends, and to any and every sporting event that you could think of, and beyond. Ryan has worn the mascot for our Cardinals, who he represents so well here today. He has done so much within the school, offering volunteer opportunities, taking up any advantage that he can, supporting us Cardinals. We are so proud of you, Ryan, and congratulations today to receive this award.
I would just like to say thank you for this opportunity, and thank you, Kiwanis.
Probably construction management at Ferris is where Ryan is headed. Good luck to wherever that is for you, sir. Next up, from Mona Shores High School, Maddie McLaughlin. Maddie?
Hi, my name is Amaret Kloss, and I'm one of the counselors at Mona Shores High School. I'm actually standing in for Maddie's counselor, who is Mrs. Smith Walker. So she wrote something that I'm going to read. Thank you, Kiwanis Club, for sponsoring this scholarship. Annually, it is one of my favorite awards for students because it is an opportunity to showcase some of our most courageous and most outstanding overcomers. This year is no different. Our Mona Shores nominee, Maddie McLaughlin, is a special young lady. I'll allow Madison to share her story, but I selected her because during a very difficult time in her life, she showed bravery, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to her education and her goals. A time that was already filled with uncertainty from COVID and the normal angst of transitioning to the high school from the 8th grade, Maddie had to deal with another life-altering diagnosis. I recall being amazed at her strength and determination through it all, as well as how she navigated her coursework. It was a time I thought she would do less, but she actually did more. Maddie had goals and she persisted. Congratulations. And so now I'm going to let Maddie tell a little bit about her story.
Well, first of all, I just wanted to say thank you to Kiwanis for offering me this award, and I'll just explain a little bit more about what I went through. So in my freshman year of high school, right at the beginning, I received the diagnosis of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And so since this was COVID, I was immediately sequestered away in my home in my hospital rooms to undergo 6 rounds of week-long chemotherapy sessions. And with this came the requirement that I drop my 1 AP class and my honors biology class, which crushed me because I was so excited to finally have challenging classes in high school and to finally do high-level science classes. But no more of that. So I went down to doing only virtual school with only 4 classes for the trimester. And I completed all of my schoolwork every day on time. Following the conclusion of my treatment, I went back to school for the final trimester of my freshman year, and in May of 2021, I was declared in remission, cancer-free. Following this, thank you, and I began to take more and more AP classes. My sophomore year, I took 2, last year I took 4, and this year I've also taken 4. And I've now been accepted at the University of Michigan and will be pursuing cellular and molecular developmental biology. I am looking to become a biomedical researcher in order to find a cure for cancer. I want to, thank you guys, I'm looking to improve the lives of children like me facing cancer diagnoses to hopefully have one day where there's an immediate treatment, immediate cure, so no one has to go through what I went through. So thank you to Kiwanis for providing me with an award that I can use to get one step closer to achieving this goal.
I can see her in front of a lecture hall of 500 students, letting them know what the sciences are all about. We have Ava Scheel from Montague High School. Ava, come on up.
Hey, what a great place to be today, huh? What an encouraging and inspiring lunch. This is my best lunch all year.
It is.
And we got pretty good food at Montague, okay? But
You do with your food service history.
thank you for inviting me, and what a great spot to be today. I'm a social worker at Montague High School. I've had a chance to work with Ava over these last 4 years, and so I'm very happy to be here. I'm pleased to introduce her to you today. I see her as a very deserving recipient of this special scholarship award. I've had the privilege of knowing her specifically through her high school years, like I've said. However, I've heard of her since nearly the start of her educational career. It was in elementary school that she was making her presence known. Sometimes for a scholarship, but other times overshadowed by some less than acceptable behavior. Her social tactics bought her several trips to the principal's office, which likely left him scratching his head thinking, what am I going to do with this extremely smart kiddo who keeps punching, pinching, and kicking everyone who gets in her way? I think I missed a few other behavioral verbs there too. Ava's journey continued in middle school, where some of that frustration turned inward, and she began to experience some darker days. She held on, though. That's what it's about, folks, holding on in those times. And she overcame and started to see the value of self-care. Of course, this was just in time for COVID and the challenges of being educated in isolation. Starting high school on a total virtual platform was an unwelcome reality. Creating a routine, maintaining focus, managing everything that her ADHD threw at her was taking its toll. But if you knew Ava, there's always been this tenacity to overcome and a desire to become uncompromising in her values and goals. She began to flourish in her high school years, advocating for her needs, expressing her ideas, drawing healthy boundaries, and improving her work ethic. Next week, she takes her last high school exam in one of the more difficult classes at MHS and has essentially passed it without even showing up due to taking advantage of every grade-enhancing opportunity throughout the term. That's impressive. Ava is a very thoughtful and purposeful person. To talk to her one-on-one is to appreciate her intelligence, considerate nature, and resolve. She is also service-minded. She has volunteered extensively at her parish and was the youngest member of their altar society. She is also a member of the funeral ministry. Ava is a volunteer at First Robotics and a coach for the local Lego League. She'll be attending GVSU in the fall and plans to study social work. Nice choice. She has found herself in this position due to her own hard work, but also due to a very special person, her grandmother, Lynn, who has been a constant thread in her life, helping her navigate the highs and lows. In Ava's words, she single-handedly helped me change from a student on the brink of expulsion in elementary school to a student and adult ready to face the world. Special people tend to acknowledge the special people that help them get where they're going. And that's who Ava Scheel is. It's my pleasure to introduce her today.
I may have grown through my high school years, but I am still incredibly nervous to speak in front of people. All I want to say is if you see anyone that may be ostracizing themselves from a group, they may be wrapping up any sort of obligations they have with people, if they are drifting away or even looking like they may be getting better, make sure that you talk to that person. Make sure that you know that they are loved and that they belong. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, Kiwanis Club, for a continual inspirational luncheon and award ceremony. I'll go back to that word mingle or engage. The thread through these young people's lives is connection, and that's human connection. And we all have that, no matter your time, your treasure, or your talent. You've got the ability to reach out and touch someone, and they've touched us today. Let's give them all a final round of applause.
Thank you, Dave. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone else that's here today that allows us to put on this luncheon and recognize all the students today. My guess is there will be senior banquets at each of the individual high schools too. So if the counselors and teachers have an opportunity to do a second presentation at the high school in front of their peers, we would love for you to do that too at your individual programs this spring. If you need an extra copy of the program that was handed out, I'm sure there's still a few so that we can get you an extra copy to take along with you if you'd like. I heard a word today several times, perseverance. And that's the theme of these awards. Oftentimes when I talk to a counselor that hasn't worked with us in the past, they ask me, well, what is this award for? And that's the word that always comes up. So it was so nice to hear it from many of the counselors today that that's what we're really hanging this day on, is the perseverance of the students that are here, and we just thank you for that. I have one more thing. It's always the toughest part. Can I see 13 students' hands today? I got a $20 bill up here. Anybody want it? If you want it, leave your hand up. Anybody still want it? 13 hands. Anybody still want it? My friends, we've learned a lesson here today. No matter what I did to this $20 bill, it hasn't lost its value. Many times in our lives, we're dropped, crumpled, ground into the dirt by the decisions we make, circumstances that come our way. Sometimes we feel that we are worthless. But remember, no matter what happens to us, you will never lose your value. Dirty or clean, crumpled or finely creased, you are still priceless to those that do love you. The worth of our lives comes not in what we do or who we know, but who we are. Thank you again so very much for coming today. Now, I promised I'd give this away to somebody. So it's hard to pick out of 13, so I'm just gonna, this is the little formula I use. I had a birthday last week on April the 30th, but today is May the 8th. Is there any chance that anybody has a birth date today on May the 8th? Well, probably not. So we're gonna pick the person that has the closest birthday to May 8th. Any birthdays in May of the 13 students? Who else? Anybody? All right, I was going to say, so late April 24th, so we're talking 6 and 8 is 14. What's your... What about a May birthday over there? Tomorrow? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, that's very close, but that's as close as ever. Very good. Well, come on up. Congratulations. And happy birthday. I won't give her that one that I stomped on. I'll give her a fresh one. There you go. Happy birthday. Thank you so very much, everyone. And kids, we tried to keep you out until 2 o'clock, but I'm afraid we do have to get back to school. Thank you again so very much, everyone.